Hi, I'm Stevie Fernandez.
And I'm Trish Whitmer. It's great to have you with us for this week's Explore Tulsa. Stevie, do you like spiders?
Oh, I don't like spiders or snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me.
So you're planning to quote Jim Stafford throughout this segment?
No, I always just really like that one line. But a guy that loves spiders has to be Thomas Shahan.
Does he ever? And he takes the most colorful macro photos of them too.
Let's let Thomas tell us why he likes showing off spiders in a whole different light.
It wasn't a interest in photography. It wasn't necessarily an interest in art. It was I was in my backyard and I started noticing these small salticids, which are the jumping spiders. And Oklahoma has a lot of really beautiful jumping spiders. And it was one of the first times I'd seen a spider look up. So I kind of got down close and looked in its face, and it's small, you know. And if you take into account that the animal is 5 millimeters long. It has not evolved to attack or prey upon humans. And as a result, I wanted to get closer and closer. So I started, maybe I'll put this old prime lens on backwards, or I'll use a set of extension tubes. So I started kind of putting together my own camera equipment, because I didn't want to buy a macro lens. I was using a Pentax digital SLR, so I didn't want to get a fancy Canon, blah, blah, blah. So it was kind of nice for me to learn about photography through trying to get closer and closer to these spiders. So I will go out in places in Oklahoma or wherever I'm traveling. I'll usually have specimen containers with me. I will collect the leaf I found it on, so the host plant, and I'll collect the spider. I might note down where I found it, the date. I'll bring it home with me. I'll take all the leaves, some of the leaves from the environment, I'll lay them out on a coffee table, and I'll let the spider just hop around wherever it wants to go, and I'll kind of make a little indoor studio for it. I'll shoot it, and then the next day when I go out looking for more spiders, I'll take him and his plants back and release them back where I found them. Maybe I'll find a little moth and put it in the container, and he'll just destroy the moth. And that's the kind of fun for me, knowing I don't really have an adverse, effect on their lives. In Oklahoma, we have the brown recluse, and we have the black widow. But other than those two spiders, there's not much to worry about. They're not aggressive. They will not seek out human-sized prey. If they're approaching you, it's not aggression, it's just curiosity and stupidity. Those two species have very poor eyesight, so they can only essentially detect light and dark. They're not seeing, oh, that's a human, I need to go attack it. They just see light and dark and they're fumbling around. They're just little idiots. The jumping spiders, they're the smart guys. They know exactly what they're looking at. Kind of increasing the popularity of an unpopular animal. That's the whole point in why I do this. To have, access to the general public to say, all these spiders you hate are really beautiful. They might live for 2-3 years. They have really intricate, impressive lives. They court females. They'll do these desperate things. They'll show off their green metallic armpits. They'll wave their pedipalps. They can stalk prey from large distances. They can jump really far. So to share this with other people, I'm hoping that kind of will, in the long run, help them. They're not in any danger of going extinct, but people don't love spiders, especially in Oklahoma. People don't like spiders. They think everything's going to hurt them. A spider bites. So simply by showing how beautiful they are, I feel like it could help. How many people in the world care about this? Me and a couple other arachnologists, but it's nice for me. It's kind of like, finding a whole new world of aliens, that no one else has ever seen or photographed. Some of the more common places on Earth, There's probably new species in this forest behind me.
The Earth is dead, but I've got bread, a magazine, and some gasoline.
I was in National Geographic. I was interviewed on the Today Show. So it's taken me to a lot of wonderful opportunities to publicize these spiders. And it's, I'm not that good looking of a guy, so I'm okay not really being the face of these things and letting the faces of the spiders speak for me. I'm kind of just this kid from Oklahoma that pretends to know a lot about spiders.